All right, guys, this is a step where you guys already made your sketches. Some of you chose a full figure and somebody chose a bust. As you can see, they're about the same size as far as height. As you watch me teach today, you are totally okay to change your mind. If you want to change your mind after you saw how we build them, you can change your mind. The only thing I want to say about your sketches is that most of you made your figure like this, where it's standing with 2 feet. Start thinking about the feet opening to balance out the weight of this thing standing. When it has a head and everything you put on it, it's going to get heavier. If the feet are right next to each other, he can fall over very easy. But if they're open, he or she can stand or it. Okay? So I'm going to start with the bust because, quite frankly, it's an easier one to make. So this is what it looks like. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take paper and you're going to crumble it up. Okay? And then you're going to open it back up. If you bring newspaper from home, you don't have to open it back up because newspaper is very soft. The paper that I have is not soft. So when you wrinkle it, it's going to end up with really sharp edges, and it's not going to be a nice form like this. So either bring newspaper from home, or if you use mine, you have to wrinkle it and open it back up and wrinkle it up. Okay? You are going to be working by yourself and not with a team member. So what I need you to do before you start putting this together is I need you to make a bunch of little pieces here so that you can work by yourself. Don't ask classmates, hold this for me, hold this for me. That's only for like emergencies, but be ready by yourself. So you're going to wrinkle multiple pieces of paper. Pause it.
No, yeah.
Okay, so I went ahead and wrinkled them. I have my tape ready, so I'm just going to put them here. I'll put them against my body a little bit so I can hold them in place, and then I'll tape. If the tape is ugly and nasty, it doesn't matter because we're going to cover it up anyway. All you wanted is to hold in place. That's why I asked you guys to bring an extra roll of tape because we're going to use it a lot. If you haven't brought one, please do so. Anyway, you're going to keep going to about this size right there, which is about 10 inches. And that's your head right there. Then you're going to grab a piece of paper. This one that I cut is about 6 inches wide. I have some. You're going to roll it up. And that's going to be your neck. You're going to tape that shut right there. Okay? You're going to take a pair of scissors. You're going to cut into it like that. It doesn't matter how much, you're just going to cut into it. These open up. Number one rule with sculpture, stability. If I take this and try to tape it on here, it's not stable. But if I tape it here, it becomes very stable. So I'm going to put tape all the way across here, hold it in place. Then I'm going to keep adding more paper to get this shape that I got here. Right now I just need a base to keep building on. Okay, it's called my armature. Pause it. So you're going to keep adding on here until you get the shape that you want. Don't go way too big. Down here at the neck, when this is the shape that you want it, right here, you're going to add one right here to the left and one to the right. And you're going to tape those really well until you get this shape right here. And you get your shoulders. It's okay to go a little extra because it's going to get more stable and it's going to be heavier at the bottom and balance out your weight. So that's really good. So once you get it where you want, once you have your neck, you add a couple layers of tape on there so it's nice and sturdy. I want you to grab just a random sheet of paper and kind of snap it, like, I guess, tab it, cut it at the edges, and I want you to put it on your face. Put it right on the face. Here's what happens. We learned our proportions. At the middle of the face, right in the middle, that's where the eyes go. So I marked it with a Sharpie, a pencil, a crayon, whatever. Here's where the face goes. There's where the nose goes. Those where the lips goes. Those are my proportions. So what I did is I grabbed a piece of poster board. Sorry. And I folded a piece of paper in half and I cut a triangle that I'm going to make sure fits in there. That'll be my nose. Then I'm going to grab 2 little balls of tape, put them here on the outside, and that'll be my nose. Then I'm going to grab some paper and put it here in the front, make sure I have a chin. I'm going to grab some paper, make it a little more flatter, and I'm going to put it right here, not where the eyes are, but way above, make sure that I have a forehead, because our forehead sticks out a lot. You do not want to build a sculpture that goes back like this. Most people do. You want the forehead part. Then after that, we'll have another demo where we start adding everything else. This is where you start. Okay? Are we good with that? That's how you build a bust.